Well, hey there, it's Elke.
And Jen, hello.
And the two of us are Zazzle Designers. And what that means is that we own Zazzle stores on the Zazzle platform, which is a print on demand platform. And through those stores, we sell our copyrighted material, and Zazzle pays us a royalty. And if we actually drive traffic to that store or our stores, because we have more than one, then we get additional referral income, right? Which is affiliate income. And because of that, the two of us have sold over $15 million on the platform and made a tidy little income for ourselves. And because of that, we haven't worked on any other platform, and we don't work except for to keep coaching other people how to make money on the Zazzle platform. And so that's really important to us, that you understand that that is money that we are making on the Zazzle platform. Now, people don't know about Zazzle very much. And if you're a wedding invitation designer, you might know about Minted, you might know about Etsy, you might know about any of these other like greeting card America and whatever, all this different type of stationery type things that are out there that are online where you can sell through and license your invitations for your wedding suites. But Zazzle is now to the point where they have so many different fonts. They have a really great design tool. They allow for customization. They allow for uploads of the graphics. And they have so many different pieces that you would normally want to sell in your wedding invitation suite, in addition to all the other like hard pieces, what I call them, not stationary, which can come along with it. So you can sell like wax seals, you can sell all the things you need for the reception. You can sell like so many different things that are gifts for your wedding party or for the family. And it just keeps going. And then what happens too is you're not just a wedding designer. You are ultimately capturing those people when they're buying your wedding invitation suite, but then you can sell to them when they start to move into their own house, when they have their first baby, and when they have a bigger family. And you can create these lifelong customers. So you're not just a wedding designer. You are also, because your designs can be applicable to other things, including household items, clothing, etc., that you can then easily transfer the work that you've done on your wedding invitations onto these hard pieces that I call hard pieces because they're not stationary, and you can sell even more and make even more money. So it's a really great place for wedding invitation designers where you don't have to jump through so many hoops like on Minted, where you have to keep doing these competitions. And also you get to sell so many other things in addition to the stationery. And we have so many clients that we help coach that come either from Etsy or from Minted, or they have their own wedding invitation store online, and then they sell physically at the wedding shows. And they all come to us and realize how much potential there is because we teach them how to integrate their personalized online store with their, going to the wedding shows, and how they can then make it easier on themselves so they're not physically making all the invitations and stuffing them and putting them into envelopes. And so that there's this incredible business strategy that we have delivered to help all of these people that come from all these different places, whether it's you start on Minted or you start on Etsy or you start on your own store or Shopify, and then integrating Zazzle and actually using Zazzle as an external, I guess I was going to say extra or international platform is actually the better word, so that you can get a bigger reach. And so many of our clients think that they're just selling in like their own state, if they're in the United States, or like in their own country, like if they're in Britain. And then they realize, actually, I could sell to anyone all over the world because Zazzle actually delivers to all these places all over the world. And you've just increased your scope. Like we had one lady that physically always sold her invitations in in Australia. And it just blew her mind that she could actually sell to people all over the world. She'd never thought of it. And by doing so, she actually cut back on her physical invitations that she was selling and preparing. and made her life so much easier. And she, travels the world and still makes more money than she ever made before, because she has a Zazzle business that's still selling mainly invitations. But when she wants to, she branches out into home decor and into clothing and other things. And so the opportunities are endless, and we want you to hear that. We want you to be able to see that. And maybe you're just like boxed in with, I'm a wedding invitation designer, but you can earn so much more even with that, and then make your life easier and make it more passive. And in addition, you can expand your business so that you can sell almost anything that's out. Well, you can sell anything that Zazzle offers, but you can make a decision on which of those 1,500 product types you want to pick, because there's a lot. So that's really exciting. And I want Jen to just add something to that if you have anything to add. But I want you to, as a wedding designer, to hear that life is easier on Zazzle. And so many of our customers, they don't understand that until they hear us say that, and then they come to Zazzle and we show them how to do it. Even though initially it's a little bit of a learning curve, the opportunities of integration, the opportunities to have it more passive, more profitable, is just so much more valuable than figuring out the learning curve, because that's actually easy, because we're going to help you with that.
Yeah. Well, and talking about people who are physically selling wedding invitations, like going to conventions, and also that you maybe even have your own printing press too,
Yeah.
depending on, the level of activity that you have in terms of your involvement with your wedding designs. But coming from a standpoint of my own way that I got into the wedding designing industry was because of Zazzle. Actually, I don't have any prior knowledge about wedding invitations or going to trade shows or convention centers. And so it goes both ways, that you can have people who are physically selling their wedding invitations and come to Zazzle. And let me tell you, like 100% of the people who we've coached who have had that happen to them, whether they're, independent designers, not only for wedding invitations, but stationery and other things as well, they are so happy that they decided to come over to Zazzle, because it relieves so much stress, first of all, of printing, and then talking to clients, and then making sure that the inventory is available, because you're just creating you are creating a template on Zazzle, what can be purchased by thousands and thousands of people all around the world, right? And there's nothing that you need to do besides put up the template and the wedding invitation structure, and then have people be able to edit it themselves. And the best part about it is that Zazzle does the shipping and handling and everything with regards to the customer after that. And so you, as the designer, as a wedding designer, you don't have to worry about what happens afterwards. And also, you don't always have to talk to your clients. Like, if you are ready to get out of speaking to your clients and having so many different revisions and so many different either complaints or things like that, where you have to really deal with the clients because they're very adamant about what the specific design looks like, you can choose to do that on Zazzle by doing custom orders. However, you don't have to, right? That relieves a certain amount of stress as well. And then that being said, like my story about me being in the Zazzle wedding industry is that I transformed into that niche, right? That wasn't my background experience. I've actually had an experience in like a certificate in fashion design. And so I know fashion styling and fashion, so clothing. And so it interests me because I got into the wedding world because of the wedding decor / the wedding outfits. And then I said, okay, well, I can kind of get into this niche. And so for anyone who's not particularly a wedding designer by trade, you are able to explore and actually create something that might really spark your interest. And then all of a sudden, you have a background in history, for example, or in, anything, cuisine, cooking, sports, etc. And then all of a sudden you come to Zazzle, and it's just an amazing opportunity for you to explore certain different venues. And really, just have the chance to play around, right? And that's what I really loved about Zazzle, was that it opened up these creative outlets that I didn't even really knew existed in my life before I was given the platform to, right? And then,
Yeah, I love that. I wanted to say a point to that, but just finish what you were going to say.
oh no, that's it. Yeah.
And because Jen made a really good point, you get to play on the Zazzle platform. On Minted, you're stressed because you have to constantly put the invitation designs that you've decided you're going to make onto their templates and then deliver it. And then you get to decide, like, wait and see as to whether or not the minted staff is going to select your particular invitation. Otherwise, if all that work's gone for nothing, right? Because only the ones that get selected get to be sold on the platform. And then if you're on Etsy, you're having to constantly pay for all your listings, whereas on Zazzle, you don't have to. And so both the payment and the freedom to just list as many things as you possibly want, you can go up to 100,000 products on one profile. And if you get to $100,000 products, you can always open up another account with Zazzle. And I think that's the beauty of being able to be on the Zazzle platform, to not only be creative, but to test the market to see what's currently, valuable, and any of your new ideas, you can try them there before you invest in all the paper and the stationery, and you showcase those at physical conventions when you go to wedding conventions. So there's just so many benefits to using the Zazzle platform as your stable place where you can build your business and grow it in multiple different ways.
Mm-hmm. So to wrap up, we have a link in the description of this video for you to join our free masterclass, which we are hosting right now. At the time of our recording live, it is October 18th, and you can click the link in the description of this video to sign up. We will be doing masterclass throughout the next week. And if you're watching this as a replay further on in the future, there might be another masterclass available for you as well. So make sure that you click the link in the description of this video, and we will see you in the masterclass.
Yeah, and the masterclass, because we switched from wedding to masterclass really fast, is that it'll get you started on the Zazzle platform. It'll help you understand what's involved in terms of what is there that needs to be done in order to be successful on the platform, especially for someone who's coming from the wedding industry from somewhere else. You want to just jump in and quantum leap right to the beginning. Like, you're not just sort of trying it out and seeing what you're going to be good at to sell on Zazzle. You just want to, like, I'm selling this on Etsy. How do I get this to be selling on Zazzle? And so we want you to see what's involved, but also just understand and see our clients and our coaching stats and our success rate, etc. And then maybe what you'll do is, after you see, hey, yeah, Zazzle is really cool and interesting, and I can see the potential, then maybe we should have a talk, not just through the free masterclass, but we have a lot of clients that do one-on-one coaching with us to transition really fast and be very specific, so that they get their wedding business up and running super fast. Especially, as Jen said, we're talking about this on October 18th, 2024. The wedding industry is so robust on Zazzle that some of our top wedding designers are making $20,000 plus a month in profit. And they make that starting in December and January, February, March, April, May. And then, like, if they get it right, they even just consistently keep making that throughout the entire year or more. And so the sooner you start, the better. And so if you just get like quantum leap help to get started, then that's maybe what you want to do as well, and not just take our masterclass and do our basic coaching course. You'll still get access to that course because you need to understand the fundamentals of what to do. And we show you with all the videos and stuff that just step by step, how do you do this? How do you do that? That's fine. But the strategy and the listing and then the sales strategy behind it is, what should I list first? What should I get the most bang for my buck from to start with, etc., based on what you're selling on Etsy? That kind of stuff is really important to get, like, one-on-one coaching, which we're almost full with our training, like our capacity for that for the coming year. So if that's something that you're interested in, give us a little shout, email, or message us here on whatever time you're seeing this, whether it's a live video or the replay, and we can give you a little bit more information after we have a talk and do a private Zoom discovery call with you.
Mm-hmm. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the masterclass or in our training. Bye.